Hi, Megan. It's okay that you're early. What do we got going on? My alarm keeps going on. Hi, Ju. Good morning to you. I think it's very windy outside. Yes. Super windy out. Oops. Jack, I'm sorry. That's annoying, huh? Turn this. There we go. Wow, that was bright. Jez says I'm watching SpongeBob SquarePants series. I don't have my glasses on, obviously. I don't think I've ever watched SpongeBob. I'm gonna turn this down. Hang on. I don't think I've ever watched SpongeBob. There we go, glasses. Just had to look, turn my head. There they were. Last place I left them. So how was your... Hi, Chu. Where are you from, Chu? Thank you for coming in and saying hey every morning. We appreciate you. How was work, Jen? Or did you have Sunday off? Okay, let's see. Is it? Oh gosh. Jella, Jay. I'm just gonna call you Jay. Hey Jay, good morning. I hate mangling people's names. Jen says I went to work. You went to work tired after I drank 2 French vanilla coffees with the same creamer yesterday. Let me guess. It's French vanilla. I think that is Lady Sky's favorite creamer. All right, Kat, you have to blow your nose. You must. Good morning, Carl. Just says yes. I bought French vanilla coffee and French vanilla coffee. And creamer, sorry. Double your pleasure, double your fun. How are you, Carl? All right, just sit up straight. Maybe that'll stop. Okay, I'm gonna try real hard. Sit up straight. I've got a huge cup of hot coffee right now. It's yummy. Jack, I might get up there with you. Hi, Nicole. Good morning. Jen says I haven't did the leprechaun or Jack drawing yet. It's been busy. Well, you have all the time in the world. Tom says Jack is dreaming of being more spoiled. Possibly. How are you, Tom? Boom, boom. All right, what were we looking for? We were looking to see. I wonder if tonight is over for my daughter or if she's still up. I wonder. There we go. Carl says I was never spoiled. I guess not, Carl. Did you have a good sleep, Carl? I didn't get enough. I'm going back to bed right now. Good night. How is Tina, Carl? 3 weeks in the hospital is a long time. Carl says I had a bottle of Coca-Cola on my live stream on Friday. Is that the one I missed? Michael says, good morning, Cat and Jack, and Jack, the beautiful dog on the bed. I hope you all have a great morning. Midnight Junior and Snowflake are doing their walk around before bed. Snowflake just walked in for bed now. Nice. I've never had to put cats to bed. They always just did what they wanted. Jay says Tiger Woods drinking and driving. Oh no. Michael says, I hope you. Hello, J. Good morning. Michael says, I hope you all enjoy the pictures of my. Oh, I love them. They're amazing. Great pictures. Great looking pets. There you are, Paul. I've been thinking about you. Good morning. Jack, you need some water? You need water? What do you think? Carl says, what pictures? Carl, on my YouTube page, if you look at my my community page. Michael has posted all his beautiful animals. You know, Carl. Freedom Magic says, hey fam, hello, how are you? What got held? Yeah, just give it to me. Stop it. Michael says, my bullfrog in one of the pictures was climbing on each other. The bullfrogs were so impressive. Oh my gosh, such good looking frogs. It almost looked fake, Michael. That's how good looking your frogs are. I was amazed. Freedom Eagle, how are you doing? We are what are we doing? You see it. Hanging out. Talking about bullfrogs. Because bullfrogs are cool. Hi B say, good morning. Good to see you. Good morning and good night. Or hello and good night. Or yes, I got you. I'm just not. Just stop. Just stop, cat. You had them from 2015 to 2017. Wow. Jen says Friday I bought Moto's strawberry and peach juice and Ocean Spray strawberry and raspberry juice. Nice. I've got orange juice, pineapple juice mixture in my fridge. No name brand. Michael says their home was destroyed from construction. Okay, wow. Really, really cool, Michael. Yeah. Carl says he's only Coca Cola. I wouldn't have expected anything else, Carl. Mr. Funkadelic, hello. The dog is tired of being abused. His image is used daily for profits, but he doesn't get a cut. First off, what profits? Show me the money. And second off, when he did get money, it was all went to his food. Anyways, hi, Mr. Funkadelic. Freedom Eagle says, I have one bullfrog. Her name is Lily because I found her on a lily. Really? You have a bullfrog too? That's wild. Michael says, I was upset they built homes on top of their home areas. I'm glad I got them and raised them at my house. Oh, I bet they're glad too. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights says, hey everyone, happy Monday. Happy Monday to you. Daniel's been busy. My feed is full of all his sports highlights, not just baseball. Freedom Eagle says, thank God I don't have school today. Is today a holiday? Oh, it is. It's Easter holiday or spring break. Yes. Well, good for you. Michael says yes. They got trained with me very well. University of Connecticut won in men's basketball over Duke. Awesome. What this? Hi, Vecta. Good morning, my friend. It's good to see you. Oh no, you'd be in trouble, huh? Have you not been to sleep, Freedom Eagle? And what have you been up to, Vecta? They get Easter or spring break, Carl. Whether you like it or not. The good thing you're not in control. Boy, you kids are lucky that Carl is not in charge of school. How are you doing, Paul? Jack is such a pretty boy. Huh. Okay, I'm sorry. Michael says the bullfrogs ate out of my hands. They are very smart. School for my nieces and nephews are closed Friday and all next week. Paul says I'm hanging in there. Oh yeah, we're doing good, Paul. I fight this urge to be concerned about you and the realization that, you can do whatever the F you want. Maybe you just didn't want to come to my live stream and it's none of my business. But, I care about you. So that's why I'm a little, where's Paul? Paul, okay? Carl says they get more holidays than I do, which is ridiculous. Carl, you got holidays when you were a kid. You can't compare yourself to a child at this point. Well, maybe you can. I don't know. We had our time as kids having our time off from school. You're welcome, Paul. Sean says, hey, I was looking for you for a while. What you up to? Sean, are you not subscribed to us? Where have you been? Who have you been hanging out with? I'm kidding. I'm just thinking if you subscribe, maybe it'll be easier to find us if you wanted to. But good morning, Sean. I'm glad to see you. Rapper says, this channel is boring by. You are right. Exactly. That's why people come here to go to sleep, my friend. Thank you. Sean says, yes, I'm subbed. I've been subbed. I just figure it should have been easier to find me. But I'm glad you did. And thank you. Carl says, sleep is for wimps. Carl, you're so cute. Carl, sleeping's not your favorite thing to do? Hmm. Bisay says, Kat, do you normally stream at 3 a.m.? I think this is my first time here. Are you sure, Bisay? Yes. 3 to 5 for over a year now. Sean says, I see my boy sleeping like a baby. Yes, he is. Doing what he does best. I thought I've seen you here before, be safe. Maybe somebody with a name just like yours then. Hi, Grumpy Sapper. How are you? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a tiny bit better. Ever since I've been demonetized, my views have been down, my everything's been down. My mood's been pretty good. My morale, pretty high. What's going on in the news? Is there a bunch of new stuff going on? Or are you dreaming, Jack? Oh, he's dreaming. Wow, Gummy Sapper says, I'm good. The new song came out last night, 140 views in 1 hour. Wow, that's amazing. You can drop your link. Of course, you know that. Sean says, you know the funny thing? I really don't know what you look like, Cat. Really? Did you look at the thumbnail for this live stream? That was me yesterday with Jack. Where were we? We went up the road to the lake. I also put out a short this morning. It's not a great. Yeah, I'm in there, here and there. Bise says yes, but not at this time. Okay, when I first started live streaming, I was doing it at night. I would do Jack Cam when I went to work, and so yeah, I'd leave Jack live and go back to work. And when I came back home from work, I would hang out. Maybe that's when Bise. Carl says it's not amazing. What's not amazing? Oh, 140 views in an hour? It is. There we go. Thank you, Grumpy. Oh, nice. Hi, Rosie. Good morning. Okay, let's see. Um, okay, the song I chose for you. Wow, 160 views, and it's almost 8 minutes long. That's awesome. That's amazing. Really, really good, Grumpy. Um, it's very 80s. Okay, I pulled it up on my computer. I haven't looked at it yet, though. Nice. Poor sad Jack. Hi, Bailey Smith. How are you? Sean says, I heard the PlayStation 6 and the new Xbox will cost $1,200 when it comes out. These games are getting so expensive. What is not getting expensive? Right? Carl doesn't listen to music, but he does like Christmas carols, right, Carl? Rosie says hello to everybody in here. Thank you, Rosie. That's so sweet of you. It's chapter 5 of a story. Okay. I think we should take Mushroom down today. What's today? What's the date? Oh no, Carl is my favorite in this chat. Mine too. Oh, Grumpy says, if you like time travel adventure, you will love it. Okay, awesome. Billy Smith said, why are you being hidden? Why is your stuff being hidden, Bailey? I just don't know. Aloha, Cousin Win. Good to see you. Bailey, you're funny. Oh, in this chat? Yes. I kind of figured I knew what you're talking about, but Jed says, sorry you responded to my comment the same time I came back into live, Rosie, so I just read it. Carl says, hello, Bailey Smith. Hello, me friend. Banro. Cousin Win has found a short name for you, Rosie. I hope you two will be very happy together. Matt Torrance, hello. Oh, no. Matt says, Jack, I bought a Fidelity ETF fund that deals only with foreign markets. Any advice? Jack says, no. No advice. Rosie says, hola, Cousin Win. And Matt. Hello, Matt. Grumpy Sapper says, I took my dogs to the vets for vaccinations yesterday. Health check and grooming. I love my dogs. All healthy and great teeth. Oh, that's awesome. Rosie will be right back. Okie dokie. You know, this girl's a slug. She's not going to get anywhere fast. Todd Pemper, hello. Todd says, what a beautiful dog. He looks so cute as he rests. Well, thank you. Jack says, thank you very much. And good morning to you. Grumpy says, I have a dog called Rosie after the AC/DC song. I don't know that song. Jen says, that's good news to hear. Oh, this is for Rosie, and I'm doing okay. I think I took on too many projects at once. That's all right. We have all the time in the world, Jen. No more deadlines. St. Patrick's Day is over. Whole lot of Rosie was the song. Okay. Hi, Corrected. Good morning. It's good to see you. Oh, oh no, what did I do, Carl Shell? Cat has hell to pay when I wake my managing moderators. I think you might have hell to pay for waking them. Thank you, Cousin Win. Says Matt, I would pair your international ETF with a US fund like Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. Maybe rebalance it once per year. Thank you for that. Cousin Win. Cousin Win for the win. For the W. Rosie says, corrected, I miss you. You do miss him. He comes in early and then you come in later and like ships passing in the night. Jen says, oh, corrected says, Jack Daniels. Jack in the Box. Cousin Lynn says, I don't actually know what any of that ETF stuff means. I just asked ChatGPT for a quick answer. Good for you. Nobody would have known either. Bailey Smith says, why are you removing this shroom? Just thought I'd give her a break. Let her sit with Jack. I don't know, something different. Actually, I'm kind of tired of her. Carl says, good morning, JP. Grumpy Sapper says to Rosie, I don't understand what you meant. Sorry. There's a lot of side conversations going on, so it's not a surprise if you got a little lost somewhere along there, Grumpy. A whole lot of. Okay, I exaggerated a bit. Grumpy Sapper says, AC/DC did a song called A Whole Lot of Rosie. It's a great song. Oh, yes. Bailey Smith says, do you have something in mind to replace Mushroom? Nope. Mushroom? Not yet. Any ideas? I mean, I do have a big idea, but it's going to take a while for me to get it done just because I need money to buy fur. I need lots of fur. Magic mushroom, absolutely. Mushroom is always a good time, unless she's not. And if it's not a good time, you might regret it. You wouldn't be missed when, Carl? What are you talking about? Oh, you are replying to Jed saying something about somebody missing him. You most definitely would be missed, Carl. Corrupted has been good. That's good to hear. That's why Carl is my favorite. She was MIA. Jet says, Carl, I would miss you and I'll try to get on your lives more. I've just been busy. It's okay, Jed. You do your best. You still got, like you said, you've been very busy. You can't even keep up with your own projects. Carl says, I know Yogi doesn't miss me. I don't know, Carl. Maybe. Yogi's like that. Even if somebody's mean to him, Carl, even if somebody's mean to Yogi, he still cares about them. Hi, Anthony. How are you? Yeah, Rosie says, Yogi loves you, Carl. Crouch says, yeah, Yogi. And I guarantee you, Carl, if you showed up at one of his live streams, he would greet you just like he always does. If he can see you, because, if he starts talking sometimes, he gets lost and forgets about chat. Oh, Dana. Good advice. Poet says, what's with the emojis, Rosie? I didn't see them, or pay attention. Rosie says, Dana, who are you talking to? Carl says, Nicola cares about me more. Okay. No use arguing with Carl. Grumpy Sapper says, what's the issue? What issue where? Hi, Steve. My usual sliding in to drop off a like and sliding out to visit others. Thank you, Steve. Mr. Whitesnake is Aria, the rescue dogs from New Zealand, dad. And thank you for that, Steve. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Bailey Smith, I thought you would be friends with Dana. Crafton says, I'm big stepping. 4 or 5 on me like I'm bench pressing. Rosie says, Carl, how can you tell who loves you and who doesn't love you? Nobody knows what's in the person's heart. I told him that yesterday. I said, you can't tell me I can't love you or I don't love you. You don't know. Mr. Whitesnake says, lots of love and have a great afternoon. Thank you so much. It's just like a little flea. You just ignore it. It goes away occasionally after a while. Crafton says, got the song stuck in my head. What is the song? It's not AC/DC's Whole Lot of Rosie, is it? Jan, the skull is for corrupted and the crying, I don't know. Oh, thank you, Bailey. Crafton says AC/DC has good songs, but do you know the song Whole Lot of Rosie? Nope, you never heard it. Me either. Grumpy Sapper says it's a really good song. I'm going to have to listen to it because it's a Rosie song. Hello, beautiful Neha. How are you? It's good to see you. Oh, Lordy. Hello, sweet Neha. I hope you're having a good day. Jen says, I love AC/DC Band. Do you know the song Whole Lotta Rosie? Oh, gosh. Crafton says Rosie must be popular. The name, at least. You're good. We are good also. Thank you. I'm not sure that Steve, Mr. Whitesnake, is still here. William. I never did ask him about his name, if it's after the band Mike Whitesnake, which you guys probably wouldn't remember, right? A few people might. William says, I like the AC/DC song, She's Got the Jack. Is that a real song too? Because I got a jack. Do I need to hear this song? Is that for real? Michael says, Snowflake now sleeping while Midnight Junior's laying on the couch. Hi, Yogi. Good morning. Hey, Yogi. Carl's here. Say hi to Carl. I'm not popular, or are you talking about someone else? Oh, the name. There's a couple of songs with the name Rosie. Yeah, that's a real song. Really cool. Is Earnhardt still staring at you while you sleep? Yes. There we go. Yogi says, hi, Carl. I told Carl if he decides he wants to come visit you during your live streams, Yogi, you would welcome him just like you always do. Rosie is sending love your way, Yogi. Neha says, just hello, nice subscriber. Aw, Carl says, I'm going where I'm loved. Well, you're already there, but you're allowed to go wherever you want. And Yogi says, of course, Carl. Nia is saying hello to Rosie. Jen says, how are you doing today, Yogi? Thank you, Rosie. Rosie. Thank you, Yogi. Have a good writing session. Well, Kyle is about okay. Thank you, William. Bailey says Carl is so funny. Carl just needs to be assured that he's loved. That's all. Carl says Tina said hi in Yogi's live stream and she was ignored. Carl, you know better. She was not purposely ignored. Rosie says you're thinking about Rosie too much. Corrupted is agreeing with William. All right, I'm going to ask ChatGPT. What? Oh no! Oh no! No! Not funny. Carl says, well, she's never been ignored in my live stream. Well, what do you want? What do you want, Carl? I mean, Yogi's not perfect. And sometimes Tina's kind of hard to see. You gotta give him a break. Or you can be angry for longer. I don't care. It's up to you. Rosie says, Carl, Yogi doesn't mean to ignore anyone. Never. Nikita says, good morning, Cat and Jack. And our star of the live, Jack. Hi, Nikita. Good morning. Hope everyone's having a great morning. I hope you are. Paul says as good as I can, I think. Everybody enjoyed that picture, Paul, from your walk. It was really, really a good picture. Great capture. Grumpy Sapper, Carl's good friend Tina, or Martina. Like I said, don't know anything. You have hundreds more. Wow. You definitely should share them. Rosie says, Jed, poet, or you, are you here? What do you think? Let's do it. All right. Hi, Bubba. You know, who would we be without our story, Jack? Who would we be without our grievances, huh? Who would we be? Okay. I got works to do. Oh, 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 oh. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, come down from your perch. I did that. That was me. Jack, your best friend is back. Jack loves mushroom, don't you? Oh, there. Good job. What do you think? Is she hiding you? No, it's perfect. You're watching SpongeBob. I haven't watched. I've never watched it, Rosie. I started watching this show called Circus Kids. I think it's based out of the UK. It's a series, and it follows, I think, a couple different circuses. Really interesting how talented these kids are. 16th generation circus kids. Grumpy Sapper says it's time for bed and Zebedee. I don't know what Zebedee is. Look at his big ass feet. Oh my goodness. All right, give me a sec. Jack, you're very blurry. You know why? Because this camera sucks. Mm-mm. Okay, I didn't really miss much, right? Nope, nothing. I missed nothing. There we go. Carl says, Carl. Okay, Carl. Have a good day, Carl. I love you. Nikita says, I post picture of my cats and dog in your community now. It popped up. Okay, good. Great. I will check it out later. Grumpy Sapper says, bye, Carl. And Rosie says, corrupted, you left me. Corrupted's bedtime. You know how he is. Kind of just slides on out quietly. You're starting to warm up, huh? Hanger. Yes. Carl says Nicola and Tina love me. Carl, I'm glad they love you. It doesn't upset me one bit that they love you. It makes me happy. You have more people that love you. Grumpy Sapper says, I gotta go and carve the roast beef. For real? What? I'm hungry now. No, I'm kidding. Bye, Grumpy. Thank you for coming by. We love you. And I've got you up. I will definitely check it out when I'm done with the live stream. Jed says, I woke up yesterday afternoon and I felt like I couldn't breathe through my nose. And I don't know, Racy, why I would think that. It's just, I think I got stressed. That's probably a scary feeling when you first wake up, huh, Jen? Rosie says, Carl, if I really thought someone doesn't love you, you wouldn't join their lives. But you know Cat loves you, so you join. You just want attention, and that's okay. I just like to say he likes to be reassured. And I think that's his way of asking. It may not be my way. Hi, Jackie. Such a good boy. Thank you for that, Rosie. Rosie says, love you, Jed, and that's weird. I'm actually going to the doctor today for that reason. Where's my, oh, there it is. And it's still warm. Close this curtain. Our neighbors. I don't think it's working. Rosie, sorry. Hi, Jack. Sorry, because corrupted left. Left without a goodbye or anything. Hi, Jack. It sounds like you're just holding your breath. It sounds like a stress reaction, Rosie. But see what the doctor says, of course. I find when I'm at work, I find I'm holding my breath a lot. For what? I don't know. Jack. Just as I'm debating about eating something this early in the morning before you go to sleep. When you need to breathe, you can't. Well, you'll have to make sure you let us know what the doctor says. It's a good thing you're going. That's why you have the appointment today at 4. Good. Good idea to definitely get checked out. Very pretty. Jed says it's a good thing you're going, Rosie, and that's right before I go to work. Um, why would you be scared to go? I think everybody does get a little nervous when they go to the doctor. It's kind of natural. Walking tall. Hello. He looks funny with his back feet up by his face. How are you, Walking Tall? It's good to see you. Oh, stretchy buddy. Brr. Oh, did he have his eyes wide open? Because I'm moving around. Jen says, I have nostril spray and I use that. It seems to help. She says, they always ask questions. They're really strict. Well, they're supposed to ask questions. What do you mean? Ow. Walking Tall, do you have any pets? If you told me before, then I forgot. Bye, Jack. I'm sorry. I'm messing with you now. I'm sorry. Let me put this up though. Like they ask questions about household and depression and anxiety. So You know you have these issues, so why is it a problem that they're asking about it? Right? Am I wrong in saying that? I feel like you kind of tell us that you get stressed really easy and you have some anxiety. You're so cute, Rosie. Walking Tall says, who moved the furniture? You or him? Because I noticed Dale is not around in the mushroom. We just moved the mushroom. I asked you if you have any pets. Dale's still here. He's just on. You did this yesterday too. If I told them I have any of those options, they think it's because of family. Well, Rosie, they're not going to be able to help you. There's Dale walking tall. Still in the corner being all judgy. Right, Jack? I come tell you guys because if I told my doctors, they would think my family is the cause and then they will take me away from them. Why do you think that, though? That's not true, Rosie. Maybe you live in a situation I don't understand. But depression and anxiety can have nothing to do with your family. Of course, it can have something to do with your family, but sometimes it has nothing to do with them. I would not never automatically say Rosie's depressed, so it must be her family. And girl, you're too old to be taken away from your family. I really think they're not going to be able to help you until you really are honest. I don't know, my friend told me that, so I believe her. Girl, you're too old to be taken away from your mom. I promise. Unless you're, in a special situation. Jed says, I have both of those, Rosie. I get depression and bag anxiety easily. So many people do. Walking Tall says, did you see how close he was? Some people say he doesn't move, but I know he does. Oh, I have my eyes on Dale. Oh, Rosie says, oh, you don't have to hurt me and say I'm old. Rosie, you're so cute. You're definitely not old. You're a baby, but you're not that kind of baby. I hope you are brave and talk to your doctor and realize that nobody's going to take you or blame anybody else. And it just happens. Jed says, Rosie, you make my day. Mine too. Walking Tall, I asked you if you have any pets at home. Rosie says, I'm going to tell my mom you call me old. All right, Rosie, if you must. Rosie says, oh, thanks, Jed. Rosie says, that was funny. It was funny. You are very funny. Jet says you're very welcome, Rosie. All right. Mission silly. Whew. Okay. What about Walking Tall says, why is Jack all curled up like that? Maybe he's scared of Dale. Rosie says, I'm changing my name to Cat called me old today. Walking Tall says, why is Jack all curled up like them? I already read that, right? Paul says, people love you, Rosie. Yes. Yes. Rosie says, we love you too, Paul. Yes, we most certainly do. And we notice when you're not here. So Paul says, thank you to those who do. Oh, Jed says, love everyone here. You guys are just the sweetest, really. I am very lucky. All right. She's got to blow her nose. Jack, are you hiding from Dale? Yeah, Dale's watching me, not Jack. Paul says he loves everyone. Oh no. Rosie's starting to sound like Carl. That's going to be even worse. Hi, Daniel. How are you? We are really good. I think I need breath work after that. She said, hi, Daniel. Paul says, Rosie, OMG. Just, yes, a whole lot of loving going on today, Daniel. I'm the new Carl. No, you're really not. I was just teasing you. Something else to tell your mommy for. Oh. Walking Tall says, see you. Do you? I think Walking Tall might be a little behind. Walking Tall, can you hear me now? That's why he's not answering me when I ask him about if he has a pet. What is that noise? Okay. Rosie says, I'm telling my overprotective mother. Oh, between her and Tina, I'm just in big trouble. I'm definitely going to have to watch my back 24/7 now. Rosie says, love you, Daniel. We do love you. Jed says, if I eat something, I'll make a quesadilla or omelet. Sounds good. Rosie says, that noise is my mother on your door coming for you. Oh, Walking Tall says, I'm not behind. I just didn't answer the question. Okay, well, then I won't ask again. Hi, Ray. How are you? Rosie says mothers are more powerful. Well, their wrath is definitely more powerful. Rosie. Sleepless in Chicago. Happy to see you. It's good to see you. Are you missing your new home already? Nope, I'm not going there, Rosie. Because he always hangs out, even when he says he's gone. Paul says you all have me laughing this morning. I'm so glad to hear that. Ray, are you having any movement on your house? Besides just you and your husband walking around in it? All right. Daniel is doing good. He's laying down on his blankie and pillow and tummy in the birthday suit and cozy from my shower. Ray says, yes, I am homesick and it's freezing here. LOL. I was thinking that. That's what I would be missing the most was the weather. Jed says, I don't know if I'll make it to Yogi's live this morning because I'm actually still tired. That is fine. You should get your sleep. Ray says, I will have a lot more movement once he leaves. He is in my way. Aw. Is he going back without you or going on to do something else in the States? Rosie says, dang, Daniel, your whole life is your birthday. Paul says, Cat, I posted a sunrise pic from one of my walks on your community page. Thank you. I'm excited. He's going back. Ah, I see. Well, somebody has to be there to supervise your new house. Really? Already? Ray says we celebrated our 1 year anniversary already. I can't believe that. Wow. Daniel says, I ate some homemade pork roast and a couple of leftover Little Caesars pizza. Nice. Rosie's over there breaking nails. Not the best. Ray says, Daniel, I went down for a snack and had the same thing. Nice. No pizza, just the roast. Hey, Daniel, do you find that if you adjust your diet, it helps you with your tummy? Look at that baby, so sweet. He's just very comfy. Jed says he hasn't had pizza anymore because he had it 5 times in 1 week, like maybe 12 years ago, and you got over it, huh? Marcy says, I'm going to ask my mom if we can get pizza next week. Sounds good. And then she says, haha, be right back. Are you going to ask her right now? Daniel says, and yes, so you can adjust your diet and not suffer so much. Ray says, oh my God, KK told me to start drinking soy every night for hot flashes and it worked, really. You know, I just have little bouts here and there, not enough to start taking anything for him. But thank you for that. Interesting. Daniel says, I will say I am fixing to fart. Well, where's our friend U.S. Army? For you, Daniel. Yes, I have to wait to reapply in June. June 23rd. That is what I have heard, Ray. It is what it is. I gave them something to come after me for, so it's my fault. I take full responsibility for my actions. Jed says, when I do the fan art drawings, should I use my wood clipboard or my plastic wood? Ray says, oh, do tell no. Nope, I I did not change a video enough to repost it. And this was old. Oh, don't get me started. Anyways, they caught up with me. They said it was not changed enough, inauthentic. That's it. Somebody did bring up the fact that it was there when I got monetized. So, you know, when you get monetized, how they check your whole channel out. So that's kind of interesting. But like I said, still me, all me. Rosie says no pizza. Aw. Rosie, is your mom up? Jen says, I'm tired and also hungry. Well, go eat and then go to sleep. Rosie says, y'all made me hungry. I have oatmeal. I can heat you up some oatmeal. She's right near you sitting. Okay. Hi. Are you getting hungry? You got food over here. She's on TikTok watching. Funny. Just as I have instant oatmeal, I guess I could eat it fast. Well, there you go. You want to eat? Hmm? No. Okay. Daniel says, I can't. You can't. Oh, you can't. Boops. Ray says we had cream of wheat this morning. I love oatmeal. I like cream of wheat because you can. I haven't had that in forever. Reminds me of my nana. I like making my oatmeal so it tastes like oatmeal raisin cookies. Rosie says I don't have social media but wish I did. YouTube is social media. And Daniel says yum, right? Rosie says you're making me hungry and it's 4. So it's breakfast time. She says besides YouTube. And Daniel says yes. I'm sorry. Jed at Poet for You says it's 2:21 a.m. here. Still nighttime for him. Have y'all been to bed, Rosie? Your mom. Your mom did it, I swear. She did. And she's so fired for doing it. You have the same time and y'all have not slept and you don't sleep. Oh, goodness. Let me cover you, Prince. You poor mistreated little fellow. Are you cold? Hmm? Nothing is new with us, Ray. I don't know if that's good or bad. I feel like that's good. No news is good news. He says, yes, it definitely can be. I don't know what you mean, Daniel. He said, I just want to say, and I know, but I have the cutest bottom right now. I am jealous. Like, OMG, you're jealous of your own bottom? Rosie says, I don't have a sleep schedule, which is a problem because even when I have school, I stay up. That is a problem. And Daniel says, yes, ma'am. Well, there's no need to be jealous of your own hiney, sir. Rosie says, OMG, you're what? Ray says, we were talking tonight. Both of us are ready for a month of nothing going on. I bet. I'm not reading that, Jed. And Rosie says, I'm just a baby. People, my ears need plugs. Daniel says, my butt. Rosie, my butt. Oh, look at that. Look who just showed up. Hi, Corrupted. I'm going to stream for another 35 minutes. Where did you go? Rosie was looking for you. What did happen while he was gone? Good morning, Lady Sky. Hey, Ray, if you're still here, I just want to tell you I don't know if I'm pretty sure I have not commented on all of them, but I have been enjoying your daily cards. Corrupted says, all right, I was playing something and got back on here to see if y'all was still here. Ray says it's good to be silly this week. Good to know. There we go. Lady Sky says 6 days till Easter. We are really good, Lady Sky. How about you? I was playing WZ. You heard? No. Good, Lady Sky. Well, I'm glad to hear that. It's good to be silly this week. I think I embraced that early. Ray says, I noticed. Thank you, Kat. Thank you. I can't seem to make it a pick a card no matter how hard. I remember. I saw that. Vise says, hello to Lady Sky. Jed says, I have to work on Easter Sunday. I'm sorry. What else is there to do on Easter, though? Everybody goes to church, right? That's like one of the days of the year that everybody goes to church. Daniel says, I love my YouTube family. Lady Sky, I saw you say that at Yogi's, that the food you made was a success at church yesterday. Great. Curtis says, damn, Easter's already here? Yes. And Ray says to Jed at Poet for You, I've always worked on all the holidays. Except for now. Now you do your own thing. Curtis says, is this year going by fast or is it just me? Definitely seems like it to me. Walking Tall says not everybody goes to church. No, I'm just saying, like it seems like the two busiest days of the year for church is Easter and what, Christmas? It's a family affair. You get a big Sunday lunch rush. What'd she do? Make an old joke to you, Rosie? Did he? How did he know? He's been here. He's been listening. I work all of them. Besides Thanksgiving and Christmas, we get off, says Jed. Corrupted. Remind me when your birthday is. Walking Tall says that's when the churches get all their donations on Christmas and Easter. Yeah. Yes, when is your birthday? What do you mean, seventh food group? Oh, just like on April the 20th, 420, it's a celebration for all those people who made. Well, how lucky are you? How lucky are you? Let me write down it. Oh, I don't think I've written that down. Coming up. Oh, your birthday's in July. You're lying. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Correct is in July. I'm getting my people confused. Seventh food group, chocolate and Easter bunnies. Ah, I like it. It's Walking Tall. Or, yes, Walking Tall is 420. Cool. Daniel says, I am going. Love y'all so much. And night, night, Rosie. And you rock. You rock, girl. And you are a wonderful person. And you warm my soul. Aw. Oh, yes, I know your birthday, Lady Sky. Coach says July 2nd when legends were born. 7-2. Ray says, good night, Daniel. Jed at Poet for You says, I might make more deviled eggs this next week, though. Sounds good. Walking Tall says, the dispensaries give out, listen to this, the dispensaries give out free weed on your birthday. Ray says, I love deviled eggs and never made them. They're better to eat than make. Walking Tall says, clock it. What are we clocking? Lady Sky says, I say dressed eggs instead of saying deviled eggs, but that's just me though, really. Cryptus says, no, I was talking to Dan. That's pretty cute, Lady Sky. Dressed eggs. People would look at you like, what are you talking about? Oh, Ray says, I'm not sure what that means. Lady Sky says, yeah, still the same thing though. Right. Walking Tall says, Walking Tall. Your birthday's in February. Well, I thought you said your birthday was on 420. I'm well aware of what 420 is. And I told you before we are friendly to 420 people. Oh, 520 minus 100. I'm sorry. I'm so 500 minus 520 minus 100 equals, what did she say? Is ill and eagle. Oh, it's illegal. Really? It took me a while. I'm very slow in the morning. That's why I get up 2 hours early for work so that I can actually wake up. She says, yup. That's a bummer. Rosie says, was I not supposed to read it, Walking Tall? Corrected says, what'd it say? You have to go back and look. Lady Sky, I don't buy ham. They do have limited for medical. Well, that's, there's good for that anyways. The corrected is laughing. Hi, Mr. Possessive. He says 2 hours to wake up is so real. Hi, Sean. No, Jack has not moved. Well, he flipped. He was laying the other way with his head facing the other way, but that's about it. Jed is telling us how to make deviled eggs: mayo, mustard, egg yolks, distilled vinegar or apple vinegar, or pickle juice and paprika. I don't add the vinegar or pickle juice. That's interesting. Sometimes I add bacon bits, or you can do all sorts. You can make them spicy. Lady Sky says, oh, it's a good brand name of ham, Cat&Jack. I know, I just don't eat ham. Ray says, what hours do you sleep? I try. Usually like 8 to 1:45. Good morning, Mr. Possessive. Carl says it's not illegal in the state of California. Right? Is that what you're saying? It was really wild when we went to California, just the differences. Lady Sky does not like the idea of pickle juice in her deviled eggs. 5 hours and 45 minutes, yes. But since I'm not working, sometimes I get a little less sleep and I will cat nap. Mr. Possessive says, how was your concert? Oh my gosh. Sean says, I got a waffle maker still in the box I caught 4 years ago. Maybe they just don't care that much. Jed says, okay, and it's either pickle juice you can use or you can use distilled vinegar. Or I don't use any vinegar. I don't use vinegar or juice. Correct, it says pick juice with tapiado. Tapiado? I don't know what that is. Ray says, Sean, make some waffles. Mr. Possessive says, hey to Ray. Mr. Possessive, have you met Ray before? He says his concert was fantastic. Gaga is a blast. Everyone sang happy birthday and gave her a cake on stage too. Nice. What? Walking Tall says, whenever I'm going to get deviled eggs, I have Ralph prepare them. You mean you've never had Ralph's deviled eggs? Nope. And Sean says, I might. Rosie says, I can't with the vinegar. I will throw up. Ray says, waffles are way better than pancakes. Wow. Mr. Possessive says, not sure if I have, but hey, Ray, Ray is living her best life. She's back in the States selling her home, but she's moved off to Panama, building a house on the beach, 80-degree weather 24/7. Oh, brand new husband, made it a year so far. She's just living her best life, and I'm here for it. Oh, by the way, she also pulls cards, and she's been doing a daily card pull, which I've really been enjoying. Oh, that's interesting. Corrupted has his own. Everybody has their own little recipes. For deviled eggs, he says mustard, mayo, sriracha, and crushed hot Cheetos on top. Sounds interesting. Rosie says, "Why are y'all making me hungry? I don't eat at this time." Well, maybe you should. Mina says, "Hello, Mina. It's good to see you, my friend." Rosie can't handle the smell either of vinegar. Daniel says, "I just want and get some Reese's miniature cups." Oh, so much for sleeping. You're going to get some chocolate, huh? The seventh food group. Ray says, "I'm craving the peppers of New Mexico." New Mexico. Magic Dragon, New Mexico. Lady Sky says, "Waffled and deviled eggs talk in the conversation. Nicely done. Thank you." Oh, I remember you saying that you only eat once a day. Daniel says, "I do have some. Good for you." Did you hear about the Kit Kat caper? I did not. Please tell. Mr. Possessive says, "We went to the North End for dinner. It's the Italian side of Boston, so needless to say, the dinner was great." Nice. Rosie says, "Why is it called deviled eggs?" He'll look up the numbers. Jed says, "Why just once a day? That's actually bad on your stomach, Rosie." I think it's what she's used to. She's been talked to about her food. 12 tons of Kit Kats stolen? No way. Where? How? Why? Wow. Don't look at my house. My basement isn't full of Kit Kats. That's great. A semi. I was just thinking it had to be a semi full in Europe. Wow. Oh, really, Lady Scott? I happen to like it. Daniel says, "I got a few. I am going to put the rest up." Corrupted says, "Damn, that's a lot of Kit Kats." That's right, it sure is. Mr. Possessive says, "See, if it was Reese's, it'd have been me, but I wouldn't risk it all for Kit Kats." Capango, good morning. As my nose clogs up. Light number 44, thank you. Rosie says, "I don't know, Jed. Since I was little, I eat one time and sometimes I eat a snack like chips or something. My whole family is like that." Interesting. Hi, my style vlogs. Thank you for the like. Ray says, "There are no leads. The robbers are on a break." Kit Kat break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Is this a joke? Sis spot me. I don't know what that means. Walking Tall says the word deviled eggs comes from Old English, which meant to make spicy or hot or shoot. You disappeared. Dang it. Stop it. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can find the rest of that. Hence the name deviled eggs, meaning to make your eggs spicy, such as being in hell. Oh my. I know what that means, Rosie. I didn't know what spot me means. I mean, I think I know, but I don't like being pressured into doing something. Walking Tall says, yes, I just looked it up. Awesome. Races the brake part. Yes. 12 tons. No. Okay. Lady Sky says, I saw it at Walmart checkout. My mom and I bought one package and we tried and didn't like the taste. It was very nasty. It wasn't that minty to me. Well, you know, to each their own. Rosie. Spot is see me. Okay. Uh, I think she said Europe. You're asking, oh, you're asking is who Wassa? My style vlogs? No, I don't believe that's Wassa. Races, I always wondered why they were called devil. Thank you. Yes, thank you for finding that for us. Europe, yes. Thank you, Mr. Possessive. I actually spent some time putting makeup on yesterday. Took advantage. Thank you, guys. Funny, Mr. Possessive. Is it almost over yet? Oh, Daniel. Between you and Jed, I don't know what to do with you guys. Rosie says, Jed, yes, I don't do the breakfast and dinner. I eat around 3 or 4 p.m., so I don't know if you want to call that lunch or dinner. And Daniel's back, yes. He came back to get his, what was he eating? Reese's? And now he's got a drink, which I refuse to name. Oh, Mina is sending planets, and Race is going to sleep. Have a wonderful day. You have some sweet dreams, Ray, and you too. Here's to a productive and profitable week for Miss Ray. Broken and Rosie says, LOL. Say it, Cat. Say it. No, she won't. She refuses. She's already said it once today. He has a starry. Thank you, Mr. Possessive. I missed something. Hi, Bridget. Good morning. That's right. I'm only friends with Pepsi. There. Super Jackie boy. That was from Bridget. Walking Tall says, have you noticed Jack is getting longer? He's actually expanding. Is he? Now, see, this is why I think you're behind sometimes, Walking Tall. Because he shrunk back up. Stop it, Daniel. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. I'm just not gonna. I'm taking my dog and going home. I'm not playing with you guys anymore. Walking Talk says, I am not behind. I saw him shrink just before you said that. Okay. Oh, goodness. Bridget says I miss this song. What is today, Bridget? Monday? One more day. Daniel says, and Pepsi Wild Cherry, my sweet woman friend. There you go. Nikita says, Midnight Junior and Snowflake are sleeping with my dad, listening to your live. Nice. I don't have enemies. I just am not best friends with them. She's not a stuffed animal. What are you talking about? I'm offended, Walking Tall. Your favorite song did end. Your favorite song is the song about Carl taking Jack to Ireland. Walking Tall says, what if she is just a stuffed animal? How could she leave on her own in the first place? And it's okay, I'm back now. You're the one calling her stuffed animal. I don't call her that. Bridget says, I like it. I don't know why. Rosie says, be right back. Gotta get my headphones. Sounds good. Mr. Possessive says, Mushroom is a vibe, pantless in bed, just like me. Oh my. Jack, you are looking very tiny. Good thing it's almost done. I was thinking the same thing. Bridget said you and Daniel. Corrupted says, I'm wondering if you guys lay in the same position too. Just, I can't help myself. Corrupted says, Cat, I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night, and good night, everybody else. Corrupted. Thank you for hanging out with us for so long. There's Rosie back in time to say goodbye to Corrupted. Mr. Possessive says everyone should be pantless. Bridges has got to love Daniel, though. Absolutely. Daniel says, what is your favorite meal for Easter? Chocolate bunnies. Peeps. Peeps. Daniel, how do you like to lay? Bridget says, I love Peeps. Me too. Paul says, only when I shower. I can't stand to be without clothes. Aw. Daniel says it's comfortable. Stuffed waitress, stuffed worker. We'll ask her when she comes back here. We are sitting down like we expect Deborah to come walking through the door anytime. There we go. On my pillow and tummy, butt in the air. If that was to happen, everyone would be speechless, including me, I'm sure. Bridget says, I'm with Paul on that. Keep your clothes on. Jen says, I asked you what other poem of mine should I turn into a song, Rosie? Bisay says, I need a nap before I wake up. Catch you later. Thank you for hanging out, Bisay. See you later. Have a good day. Deshaun says, I like to drink a beer in the shower. My ex did that. He was a big time alcoholic. Not that I'm saying you are, I'm just saying. There was always a beer can in the shower. Mr. Possessive says that is a valid position. Rapper says, can I be banned? Why do you want to be banned? I thought we were kind of friends when you weren't telling me how boring this is. Mr. Possessive says, I have a beer can in the shower too, if you know what I mean. Nope, I don't. Rosie says, why are we talking about not having clothes on? I know Cat called me old, which I still can't get my head around, but that, still, I don't gotta hear about that. Ban you, ban me. Do not ban rapper. Especially before it makes you feel a little. Sean says, oh, I'm an alcoholic, all right. I've been to rehab before. I just slowed down a lot. Oh. Oh. So there was something to the beer can in the shower. Oh. Okay, you can ban him. Go ahead. Rosie says, dang, that was quick. Bridget was just waiting. She was itching. Oh, no a-holes allowed. Well, it's time for me to leave. Cat's out the door. Me too. Me too, Mr. Possessive. Rosie, she knows you're nice. Okay. All the best people are. Rosie says, girl got me sweating back here. Don't worry. Mr. Possessive says, Bridget, you're just on my good side. Mina is sending love. Thank you, Mina. Daniel says it helps with relieving gas. Sounds like you're basically in child's pose. Sean says, Cat, do you ever sleep? Yes. I go to sleep early and get up early. And I catnap. Jen says, out of my poems I shared with you, Rosie, what one should I turn into my next song? It helps with the gas and tummy aches. And love y'all. We love you too, Daniel. Yes. Rosie says, well, are you done with the first one, Jed? Mister, I've got too many projects. He's already looking for more. More love from Mina Lolita, our friend with it's like a sing-song name, isn't it? Rosie says, Daniel, we love you, but not them farts. And Jed says, yes, I'm done with the beauty song called Beauty. Search Rosie. Daniel says to Bridget, love my special friend and hugs. I am going to go sleepy. I hope you're able to sleep now, my friend. Just as I'm saying goodnight, I want to ask you a question. Do you ever use like something warm on your belly, like a corn bag, a rice bag, or like a hot water bottle? And Rosie says to Jed, well, finish everything else you need to and then get other songs done and post it if you need help. Well, that's what he's asking you. Which other one should he make into a song? Daniel says no, you've never tried it. I have a bunch of these, but when I worked at the vet's office, I learned about rice bags and corn bags, and you just fill a sock up with corn or rice, and then you can stick it in the microwave. And I use it for my tummy if I'm not feeling good, or I put it on my back or my neck. Maybe ask your mom if she can help you make one. They're really easy, cheap, and really helpful, Daniel. Anyways, good night. I love you, my friend. Rosie said he showed me some, but I'm not sure which one. And Jed says, okay, sounds good, Rosie. I'll do that. And I really appreciate your help last time. Oh, yeah, I think he just wanted some help. Some time with Rosie. Mina, we appreciate you. Daniel says, "Aw, yeah." And Mr. Possessor says, "He is the best for relieving soreness and pain." It's like my little baby sometimes. I carry or my tail. I'll stick it in the waistband of my pants for my lower back, and I'll walk around with a big old tail. Speaking of tails. Oh, Daniel, I don't think that's possible. Bridget says heat makes things worse for me. That makes sense. I have a friend who's always encouraging me to use ice because it fights inflammation, but I can't stand putting something cold on myself. Thanks, Mr. Possessor. Wasn't my idea, though. Jed says, "Okay, Rosie, and I can share them with you again." And Mr. Possessor says, "Ice works in some instances, too." Yeah, I just like heat. Oh, Bridget says ice doesn't work for her either. Bridget, I love you so much. Rosie says, "When you post it, I'll see. And if you want me to change anything, I will help you." Mr. Possessor says, "Bridget, damn, LOL." What are we talking about? What I missed? We're talking about using heat. Heat for things, or using ice for some things, relieving pain, aches, tummy aches. Mr. Possessor says, "Sometimes my body likes reminding me I'm not 18 anymore. I can't imagine." Bridget says, "Right." Mina sends in more love. Rosie says, "Oh, Rosie is such a young one over there. She doesn't have a, well, maybe you just need a corn bag baby, Rosie." Hi, Wasa. He says, "What is going on in here? Not much. Walking Tall likes ice better than heat." Jen says, "Okay, sounds good, Rosie. I'll work on it after my fan art drawings are done." Oh, Wasa says, "Everyone relax and rejoice. I am finally here." Never fear. Wasa is here. And Jen says, "I think I'm going to bed." Rosie says, "Elle is laughing. Now I'm little cat. Which one? Am I old or little? You're too old to be taken away from your parent, but you're young enough to not know the aches and pains of living a little more life." Walking Tall says, "Well, if that person is here again, I'm leaving." Who is that person? Who are you talking about? Oh, Mr. Possessor says, "I'll take a, shoot, where'd it go? I saw the Epsom salts. An ice bath and a hot Epsom salt bath. Either way. Ooh, no cold." Precious says, "I love soaking my feet in Epsom salts and hot water." Me too. Rosie says, I'll stay back. LOL. Walking Tall says, "I'm just kidding, Rosie. You're safe." I'll stay back. Oh, I don't like no pain. Got you. You're just kidding. Good. And Jed says, "It's because my work schedule for me today is from 5 to 10. And Mr. Possessive says, "It's best for dancer feet, Bridget." Yogi is now live if you're going over there. Wassa says to Bridget, I do that sometimes, but only occasional. Mr. Possesses says, then I sleep with my feet propped on a pillow. Do you ever go get pedicures? Bridget says, I wish I could dance. Do you just dance just for yourself at home when you hear a good song, Bridget? Wassa says, occasionally though, because afterwards, dog, damn it, get tight. Rosie says, are you staying live, Cat? Just for a few minutes. Mr. Possesses says, I do. I love them. I'm due. I am due. Mr. Possesses says, anyone can dance. Doesn't have to be good as long as you dance, period. I agree. Spa day. I wish. Richard says, I can't dance really, just weird upper body wiggles. But do you do that just for yourself, though, Bridget? Do you do your weird upper body wiggles to good music when you're all alone? Rosie says, essential. What are you waiting for? Dance. Have fun. Paul says, feet. Ugh. Paul does not like feet. Walking talk. Paul, we could go get a pedicure together. You might really like it. I took my dad once. Oh my gosh. My huge dad. Big, big, big man. 6'4", probably 275. I don't know. Big man. Took him to go get pedicures and he fell in love. It was so funny. Bridget says, yeah. Well, there you go. That's all that matters. Walking tall says, suppose a person doesn't have any arms or legs. How is he going to dance? Oh my gosh, did you hear about that quadruple amputee who killed somebody? It's been in the news recently. I don't watch the news, but that came across my feed. And I was like, what? He was a champion cornhole. What? Cornhole player. Okay, I'm done. Wassa says only occasionally because afterwards I need to dispose of the water at the hazardous materials disposal at the dump. Darn it, now the whole thing is no longer funny. If it ever was. Rosie says, me too, Paul. Paul says, no. Rosie says, Paul, is feet your worst fear? Welcome to my group. Rosie says, walking, they wiggle their torso and move their head. Something, I'm sure. Paul says, I couldn't have someone touch my feet. Oh, too ticklish, really. Bridget says, how'd he do that? And yeah, it's amazing. Mr. Possesses says that's an interesting enough headline to look into, Cat. Wait, what? What's the punchline? Nope, well, nothing. He had some friends in the back seat after he killed his passenger, and he expected them to help, and they didn't. They ratted him out. Jed says, good night, everyone, and love you. Love you too, Jed. Sweet dreams, and have a good day at work. Okay, I think I'm all caught up. Yes, I am. Oh, wait a minute. Walking Tall says, you know what they call a person with no arms and no legs in the middle of a swimming pool? They call him a Bob, or they call him Bob. Because he's bobbing. Rosie sends beautiful rainbow colored hearts, which we love. Megan says, hello and good morning. Hello and good morning, Megan. You caught us just before we leave. Rosie says, why Bob? Walking Tall says, what do you call a person with, okay, in the middle of a field? It doesn't matter anyhow. They won't. Okay. And with that, we are going to end. Mr. Possessive says savage. For sure. Wasa says, to be honest, for a man, or really even in comparison to women, I always had quite lovely feet. Nothing to object to there. My girlfriends almost always commented and complimented them. Well, good for you. Mr. Possessive says, have a great one, everyone. Gotta pass out. Sweet dreams. And I'm so glad you had a good time at your concert. That's great. And I know you took pictures and you're going to post them. Rosie says, I'm going to go to Yogi's and then sleep. Yes, you should do that. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for 47 likes. Wasa says, tall. Why couldn't. No. No. I love you guys. I love you too, Wasa. But no. Bye, Paul. Have a great walk. We love you.